So hello and welcome back to another walk. I try to mix it up and make sure that some of the walks are just music, especially on windy days, and other times it can just be nature sounds. I was really hoping that I could call this an autumn color walk, but the trees just aren't really cooperating. I mean, some of them are getting some color, but I think it's the weather this year. We just aren't getting the reds and the burgundies like we usually do. Maybe it's still too early. I don't know. Also, I kind of wish that there were bird song or something. There's wind song. But yeah, we just really aren't getting the color. It's kind of pretty, but it's mostly just a lot of yellow and brown this year. It could be because we didn't get enough rain. Not towards autumn anyway. I do feel kind of bad complaining that we didn't get enough rain when I know so many people down south got far too much. Like, so much too much, but we really haven't gotten much of anything. A sprinkle now and then in the last 5 or 6 weeks. Just the way it goes sometimes. You know, it's funny. I was out here walking, and the weather is finally feeling more autumn-like. And there were some people out here camping. And these are they call them dispersed sites, where there's no water, no electric, nothing like that. And you would think if someone were out camping here, that it would be because they wanted peace and quiet. But the people that I walked by, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure they're having a wonderful time. You know, I'm sure this is exactly what they want. But they had either 2 or 3 big campers. And actually, you can hear the other thing. They had a big old generator going. And a bunch of like ATVs and toys. And like I said, I'm sure that they are having a wonderful time. But especially the generator kind of ruins the whole peace and quiet idea. I can't say much though. It's not like I've gone out actually camping in a long time. It's kind of one of those things that I think I would like to do. Also, there's a squirrel, which is much more interesting than a generator. He's angry. Silly squirrel. But yeah, I can't imagine camping and having to haul the gasoline for your generator and all of those other things. But I'm sure they're having a lovely time. It's probably the holiday that they wanted. I have a quiet love. I was trying to think of a good way to phrase that didn't sound weird, and I just couldn't. Which is typical me. Anyway, I really wish that the trees had better color. They're pretty, but they're just not not incredibly colorful. The other thing that I am doing on this walk, and I guess I took the wrong route, is looking for wintergreen berries. Because I want to do another batch of wintergreen extract. But I want it to be mostly berries to see if it'll get that pink color. Because that pink color is what I always think of as wintergreen. Probably because so many things that are wintergreen flavored are colored that bright pink. So, speaking of the wintergreen, I think it's almost ready to, I guess it would be called decant. I think it's almost ready. I popped the top and gave it a good sniff the other day, and it smells amazing, which is kind of cool. I like things that smell amazing. Honestly, kind of like the air out here. I've said it before, and I'll probably say it a bazillion more times, but sometimes I wish that smell-o-vision were real. Obviously, sometimes you don't want smell-o-vision, but whenever I'm out on a walk, I kind of wish that I could just pipe what I'm smelling through to you. Because trying to describe it never does it any justice. Speaking of smells, the other thing that I am looking for is ripe milkweed pods so that I can pull the seeds and try to germinate them next year. I don't know if you know this, but milkweed, when it flowers, smells so good. It smells almost like lilac, but not quite. It's a very intense, sweet smell. It's very nice. Plus, save the monarch butterflies and all of that. Which I finally actually saw some more monarchs after all summer of pretty much never seeing them. They finally started showing up right towards the beginning of autumn. That being said, I haven't seen one in at least a week or two again. Quoth the raven. Did you know that crows and ravens are actually classified as songbirds? Not that they have anything that resembles what humans consider a song, but they are songbirds. I guess if is your idea of a song, then they sound quite sweet. Oh, I mean, my mind going in 10 different directions at once, but I thought about ravens and crows, who are glossy and black and beautiful, and that brought to mind, didn't get video or a picture of him yet, but I saw a black squirrel this morning. I had just gotten up and was looking out the window, and it was a very obvious thing. I was like, well, look at you. A couple of the neighbors had seen it, so I've kind of been on the lookout. But this morning, I saw it. I was very excited. It's kind of silly to be excited about a squirrel, but they're so cute. I like all the squirrels. I do say all sorts of bad words at them when they get into things or dig up my flower pots. But they're also very cute. And you can't stay mad at them for too long. Love the unlovable. I think that's why I like raccoons so much. I know a lot of people hate them because, the whole trash panda thing, but honestly, they're very sweet. And they're very cute. And I kind of sort of just really like them. So my other idea is that we'll walk down to that little lake that I found the other day and see if maybe the swans are there. I've seen the swans flying over my dock a couple times, but they still haven't stopped, which makes me kind of sad, but also kind of relieved. I heard something. It was probably just the wind. A lot of times when I'm out here walking, you'll hear the deer as they run. And it's so funny because they really only run about maybe 20 or 30 feet. And then they'll stop and turn and just watch you to see if you're coming after them. And if you stop and just watch them back, it gets them so mad. It's so funny. They'll start snorting, then they'll start stomping their feet, trying to make you move. It becomes this big standoff. And it always makes me laugh. Hopefully there's swans here. But even if not, it's probably where I'll end the video. We'll keep coming out. Hopefully, we're supposed to get rain this weekend. And I'm hoping that if we get a little bit of rain, maybe the colors will start popping. It's definitely finally feeling a bit more like autumn. The days are still very warm. I mean, I think it's probably about 60 degrees Fahrenheit right now, so really comfortable. And the nights have been dropping into the upper 30s and low 40s. Not cold enough to turn the heat on yet, but cool enough that I have been enjoying my electric blanket on low. Nope. Don't think I see any swans. This is a cute little lake. I guess technically it would be considered a pond. It's not very big. Just big enough to make ducks and swans and waterfowl happy. Probably fishermen too, but I don't usually see too many tracks coming out this way. I say that, and there's a big old track right there, but oh well. You know, I think I've said it before, and I'll definitely say it again. I really think I live in probably the prettiest place on earth. And it's a good thing that I think so, because I mean, I live here. But it just makes me happy. Even if the autumn colors are not doing a good job of autumning, it still feels like autumn. Anyway, thank you so much for walking along with me. I hope that you enjoyed a few minutes of peace out here in the woods, and I will see you guys later.